and welcome to episode 119 of Movies and Us. I am TJ.
I'm Marcus.
And this is the review genre movies from the beginning, sometimes. Something funny, Marcus?
It's not fair, TJ. That's not fair.
Today, we are covering the 2016 release of Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Absolute justice. This movie was directed by Zack Snyder, unfortunately.
Whoa. Let me defend my man real quick. I do enjoy, I'm going to his IMDb real quick. Let's see his top. I like some of his, I like one of his movies a lot.
Like I said.
I gave Watchmen an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Wow. I like 2 of his movies a lot then. Wow. Oh, that's a lie. I like 3 of his movies a lot. I like Zack Snyder movies.
Good for you. I don't. Anyway.
Why not?
I always confuse him with the other one, and it's because they're interchangeable.
Christopher Nolan?
Yes.
Is it because it's always style over substance?
Yeah, there's nothing to it. They're garbage movies that look pretty. So what?
But they look pretty though. That's what I'm going to the movie for.
I don't even really go to the movies. I don't watch movies.
Well, you're the reason why movie theaters are dying.
Good,
and
let them die.
Ouch.
Anyway.
Oh, he's got 4 good movies I like. He's got 4 movies I enjoy.
Out of the 100 that he's made.
He's done about 20-something.
Anyway, this movie was directed by Zack Snyder. Written by Chris Terrio? David Escoyer, which we've seen him a bunch.
Yeah.
I thought he did Marvel movies. I think he was involved with the X-Men and stuff.
Yeah. Possibly.
Produced by Charles Roven and Deborah Snyder. Starring what?
Dark Knight series.
Starring Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, the worst actor in the movie, Jesse Eisenberg.
Can I say something?
You're gonna like it?
No, I don't like it. He's bad. He's bad in this movie. It's terrible. It's atrocious. It's probably the worst thing about. No, it's not the worst thing. It's like one of the nails in the coffin of this movie. But I think he did okay with what he had to do?
No, I disagree.
Yes,
and I got a different opinion on rewatching it now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And actually reading some of the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, well, I guess we'll talk about that, man.
Yeah, but like I can see on a second thing, maybe it's not as bad as you remember, but I got a different take that is no,
it's atrocious. His shit is atrocious.
Yes.
I'm just saying, as an actor, like from the acting standpoint, it was an acting choice that he stuck to, and it was consistent.
That doesn't make it good.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not Lex Luthor.
And it's a ripoff
of
Heath Ledger.
Okay, you got those vibes too, right? Like it's just a very.
I wrote it down. Like he repeats the same lines over and over again.
It's a very bad. The Joker. It's he's trying to be the Joker, and it's not the Joker. That's not Lex Luthor. They're 2 different characters. It's garbage. Yeah, it takes away. It's bad.
He's trying to copy an award-winning performance and failing miserably at it.
Which again, that's not Lex Luthor. That's not who that character is ever going to be.
No.
But I also read an interview or heard an interview one time. He's trying to mimic Max Landis for some reason.
I don't even know who that is.
It's the guy who did at the time that he did like a little video essay on like the death of Superman, how it broke comics. And how every superhero came back.
Oh, we'll get to some of that too in the behind the scenes. There's other reasons why this movie is garbage.
No, yeah. Again, I feel bad Jesse Eisenberg was taking the front of it right now, but...
Well, that's because we're on his name. Don't worry, I got other things to complain about.
Oh, so do I. We have a lot of things to complain about. But yeah, I think he did an acting choice and was okay with the acting choice, but it's still bad.
Garbage, yeah. Yes. It was bad. Anyway, Diane Lane, Lawrence Fishburne, Jeremy Irons, Holly Hunter.
She play. Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop.
I don't even know why that part of the movie was in it.
To make the movie long?
To make God as metaphors, essentially. Mm-hmm. Stupid. All that is garbage should have been cut from the movie. Because it gets resolved halfway through the movie anyway. Why was it even there for?
There's so much in this movie that they didn't need. And it's their source material.
The people that made it and not the actors.
No. It's the people who
even Jesse Eisenberg, but the people who created this were full of themselves, pretentious children.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes. It's the source material, and the source material is okay. So why not just go why do what you did with this movie?
here's another thing. The source material that they were inspired by, I already hate it. It was garbage anyway. So even the source material, they somehow took the source material and made it worse.
Yes. I remember seeing the last Batman vs Superman animated one. It was like, this is okay. It was like, I don't know why it's so hyped up. And then like they just made it awful. It's like, how? How are you gonna take everything just do so bad with everything you touch? Anyway, and also starring
Gal Gadot.
Again, why?
To be fair, probably the best thing in this movie aside from Ben Affleck.
Clearly, her, Ben Affleck, and Henry, like the best three.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're all fantastic actors, but I think Henry's hurt from being in the movie too much. Honestly,
not even too much. Well, that too, but also just bad characterization of Superman.
Well, yeah, because that's what I mean. He's in it too much before the characterization they're giving it to him.
Yeah,
and so his character. Not his acting. His acting is fantastic. It's just the character itself was really diminished by it. Whereas, Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot was able to take Gal Gadot, especially since she's only like in 4 scenes, so able to take a character and just run with it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, anyway, Scott McNairy. I don't know who else killed. Oh, he's the amputee, pointless character. Helen Molovy, who is the Russian bad guy, who apparently worked with Zack Snyder before in 300 Rise of an Empire.
Oh, the sequel, it's so bad.
Yes.
Sequel prequel of Jensen movie, it's terrible.
Tal Akamoto as Mercy Craves, which, why is she even in the movie? They just killed off a major Superman character for no reason.
Shock value.
Yeah, it's stupid. Just like Jimmy Olsen's in this movie too. Oh, so what? They can kill him off in the first 5 seconds of seeing him? What's the point? You're just killing off characters for no reason. Oh, what happens if we kill this character off?
It's so bad. It's so stupid. It's like, let's have the main characters write them poorly, and the other characters who are actually names in the comics, just kill them. What? And like, you're gonna kill them, but they're not gonna be driving factors to the main character. It's just gonna kill them. Why?
Just because.
Why?
Because it's cool, right?
No, it's not. It's stupid.
It is. It's garbage.
And I'm not even a fanboy. I'm just like watching this, getting our podcast, like from episode 1 to now, it's just made me like care about these characters. Is like just watching them butcher everything in this movie. It's like, how are you so like? It's like, are you doing this on purpose? Like, are you just trying to like be angry at the fans and like, see, this is why you guys suck? Like, what's the purpose of this movie, TJ?
I don't know.
It's so awful. It's like, it's just mean for no reason.
It is. It's stupid.
I feel so attacked. And I'm not a fanboy. Like, what the shit?
Anyway, Robert Atkin Downs plays an orc from Mordor.
I forgot how bad the third act is in this movie, Teach.
So yeah, he plays Doomsday. Funny enough, Negan and Maggie play Bruce Wayne's dad, which I found hilarious.
His mom and dad, yeah.
So, which is obviously Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Logan Cohen from Walking Dead.
And like, it's clearly obvious that they wanted those characters in the possibly in the Flashpoint, because like, why have those characters and actors?
Yeah, I know.
If you're not going to have them in the sequels, right?
Yeah, it's like, look at these guys. Well, you'll also see in a moment, there's a lot of characters. Oh, I'll get to it in a little bit.
Wow, we're already bitching about everything in this movie, huh?
Anyway, Patrick Wilson plays the voice of the President of the United States, who actually is Ocean Master from the Aquaman stuff. Michael Cassidy, unfortunately, plays Jimmy Olsen.
It's so stupid.
Henry Lennox.
You could have had. Yeah. No, I'll get into it into the movie.
Harry Lennox plays Secretary Calvin Swanwick. I don't even remember who that was. It's one of the pointless characters in the movie. That
is he the one that's supposed to be Martian Manhunter?
Not me.
No, because like I think he was also a Man of Steel. Yeah, reprises role of Man of Steel. He's the black guy. And Man of Steel, who like...
Oh, he's the black guy that Lois talks to?
Lois talks to?
She gives him to the Bullet and stuff.
There's just a lot of black guys in this movie. He's the one that's like talks to the president a lot. It's like in the war rooms all the time.
Yeah, that's the guy that gave the evidence to Lois.
Yes, maybe, yes. He's supposed to be not John Stewart, Martian Manhunter. They just never got around to it because, they're bad at doing things.
His name is not John Jones.
No, of course not, TJ. It's an alias probably, but if you're gonna kill Jimmy Olsen off, why not just make this, do your own thing with this shit?
apparently Christina Wren played Major Carrie Farris. I don't know who that is. Whatever. Kevin Costner returned for a cameo
For some
as,
reason.
as a ghost, I guess. I don't know what that was, but whatever.
It's just adding the run to the runtime for some reason.
I don't know why that was there. Anyway, Rebecca Buller, Jenny Jerwich, Chad Krawchuk, and played Wait, what?
Rebecca Buller as Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Rebecca Buller played Jenny Jerwich. I don't know who that is. Chad Krowick played Glenn Woodblum. I don't know how that is. And Carla Guadagnino played the Kryptonian AI in the ship, so we know that one. General Zod was actually not played by Michael Shannon. He was apparently they apparently used the body of Greg Pitt and used a headshot of Shannon.
Like what? So, why not just have a dummy? Right? Why not just have a dummy that looks like him? That makes sense.
Why did they do anything in this movie? Hugh McGuire played Jack O'Dwyer, who dies in the beginning of the movie. Here's a bunch of names you should know. Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, and Ray Fisher play Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg for 3 seconds in this movie. Just so, hey, we don't want to make our own we don't want to actually give them their own movies, so here they are, so we can put them in the next one.
See, and that, like, they could have just not had this scene. They could have just had the Justice League movie and, like, just should them. Like, if you don't want to have their own movies, don't have them in this, right?
Well, they had to establish them.
No,
or else the stupid fans would go into them Justice League movies and say, "Who are these guys?"
Apparently,
no. What they should have done is they should have had Batman and Wonder Woman recruit them in the next movie.
Oh, like make another movie and that be the thing.
Well, they should have had 3 different movies before that. But like, even if they're going to do it in the Justice League movie, have them like actually out recruiting. I guess they kind of did that, but not really. It was like 3-second scenes, and all of a sudden they're Justice League.
Yeah. Well, at least in the version we saw, not the Snyder cut. So who knows about that one?
Don't remind me about that. Joe Morton plays Silas Stone. U.S. Senator Patrick Leahy makes a cameo as Senator Perriton. I think Leahy's been in every Batman movie.
Who?
Patrick Leahy.
Let me see his face. Probably.
I think he's the one that likes to be in all the Batman movies. And then U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow? Or Slapenow? I don't know. Also makes a cameo as the governor of New Jersey. Neil deGrasse Tyson... Soul Dad O'Brien.
What?
That's what it says. Soul
I'm reading it, yeah.
Anderson Cooper, Nancy Grace, Charlie Rose, Dana Bush, Andrew Sullivan, and Vikram Gandhi all appear as themselves. Sammy Radaby was cast as Amajaga. I don't know what that word is. And while Muni Musaku plays Karina Zari, the woman who initially
testifies.
Yes. Jenna Malone was cast as a Stars Live scientist, Janet Calburn, but her scenes were cut from the theatrical release, along with Man of Steel characters, Kobo Gauss as Father Leone, Joseph Cranford as Pete Ross, and Emily Peterson as Lana Lang. So I didn't get that.
I got it.
So I don't know anything about that. So
should we just say that you watched the short version, I watched the long
I watched the 2.5 version. He watched the 3-hour version.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Also, talk host Jon Stewart made a cameo in the extended version, because I didn't see him in my version either.
I saw him on.
To further establish the interconnectedness between the film, the Shared Universe, Chris Pine, Saeed Huckemire, Ewan Brenner, and Eugene Brave Rock are Steve Trevor, Samir, Charlie, and Chief Nelson.
Oh.
From in the picture in the Wonder Woman movie. But, yeah.
Did we see that movie yet?
No.
Wait, hold on. Brain hurts for a second. That movie came out after this?
Yes. This was Wonder Woman's debut movie.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Like, why not put that movie first?
I don't know.
This came up before Wonder Woman.
Yes, it did.
Wow. Weird.
Sure did.
But, like, you're right, because I don't remember watching Wonder Woman. So that makes the whole cameo thing so it's just weirder. So she's here, but not Cyborg or the other. Okay.
That's why when Batman, like, sends her the email later and it's like, who are you? That's a big reveal, you know?
What?
Yeah. We're not supposed to know that's Wonder Woman up until that point.
But the advertisement ruined it for us.
I know.
And it's just common sense ruins it, too.
I know.
But this was, yeah, wow. Huh.
All right. So I'm just going to jump right into the behind the scenes because there's a lot.
Yeah, have fun with that.
So, first
Wait, are you sure? Because the box office is going to take me a minute. There's not much.
No, I want to get this out of the way before I forget things. So they initially, because Christopher Nolan is involved in this movie, by the way.
Of course.
So they initially toyed with tying it to the Dark Knight trilogy. Wouldn't that have been fantastic?
I remember this happening, and I think it would have been.
Garbage? Yeah.
I mean, it's garbage nonetheless. So I think it would have been okay to do that. Maybe
Know why they didn't?
monies.
Because they thought people wanted to see Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent face off each other, and they left off those movies with that no-name Robin guy as Batman.
Oh, but at the same time, Batman didn't really die.
No, but that's why they said it. They were like, we didn't want to put this guy who's supposed to be Batman up against Superman. So
No, I'm saying also Christian Bale was still alive at the end of the movies.
yeah, I know.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
I mean, it was probably the better choice, honestly, because people would have freaked out about that anyway.
Doesn't matter the way I'm thinking about it. Like, it's all shit, anyways.
Yeah,
I'm glad it went with Ben Affleck because he's a solid Batman in this. So you're right.
Yeah, this also was obviously inspired by the Dark Knight Returns garbage. I don't care what you people say, it's garbage. Also, though, it was inspired by it was drew inspiration from the Nolan films. If you can't tell,
Did it though?
that's what it says.
I can't. I think it's different as hell from the
Says-
Nolan films.
Further commenting on the influence, Terrio revealed that the film would draw inspiration from Nolan's Batman trilogy.
How?
It's the dark, gritty garbage tone that's in this movie.
Yeah, but that's like more Snyder shit too. So like,
I know. I mean, still. And then it's also the essay you were talking about, the Superman.
Yeah,
inspired by that one, and also the poem "Musée des Beaux-Arts."
what's that?
In hold on, which contains the quotidian details of normal people's lives with the epic struggles of mythological figures. So, according to the writer, in superhero stories, Batman is Pluto, god of the underworld, and Superman is Apollo, god of the sky, and that interests him. Now you're seeing why this movie's garbage? It's made by pretentious morons. Anyway, there also was going to have Joker and Riddler in it, but decided to scratch. I don't know. They decided
Like why? Why would you add them to this?
they cut them from the script. They were also going to have Catwoman and
Why?
and Nightwing in it.
That's just like it's already a hot mess of like. Why would you add? Whatever.
Snyder said he almost cast Adam Driver as Nightwing and Carlo Gugino as Catwoman.
Adam Driver, I know that name.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
that guy in
Kylo
Yeah.
Ren. No, ew.
Kylo Ren. It's Kylo Ren.
As Nightwing.
Yeah.
No. Like I'm glad it didn't happen. Just that's awful.
Just a comic book note here. This is the first movie that Bill Finger got credit for creating Batman. So
Bill Finger.
yeah.
That's Bill Finger.
Bob Kane and Bill Finger created Batman, but forever Bob Kane's like, I created, no one else did it, and they never gave Bill Finger credit. His family finally sued, and now he's got his name on all Batman properties.
I remember this being a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Forgot about that.
you want to know for some what there was a whole thing about the name of the movie.
Yeah, I remember advertising wise it was called Batman vs Superman, and then BVS, and then Batman v Superman. There were so many fucking ways of naming this for some reason.
They didn't want the verses in there because they didn't want it to say, oh, this is just a plain versus movie. They figured if they took the S off of it, people wouldn't think it was just a complete versus movie.
Yes.
That's stupid. But do you want to know what other names that they wanted to know? They were throwing around?
What?
Justice League Foundations, Justice League Rising, and Son of Sun and Night of Night. Spelled how you would think it were spelled.
Why are they so bad at this?
I'm putting this stuff out for a reason, because it's garbage. There's other stuff. Oh, here's another thing. The casting of Affleck, Gadot, and Eisenberg were all criticized.
Of course.
People were mad about that because, Batman and Wonder Woman were not imposing enough. And
The usual. Same thing about Heath Ledger
Yes.
and Joker. It's just people suck at, or I always get judgmental of that shit.
Garbage thing, but that's not what I'm trying. I'm not trying to point that out. People are always going to be garbage because they're stupid. I mean, people hated Michael Keaton as the original Batman, so.
And it's not great, but I definitely don't understand the hate.
But upon the film's release, both Affleck and Gadot received considerable praise for their performances, despite their overall negative reception of the film itself. No mention of Jesse Eisenberg. I just thought that was funny.
I remember going into this again when it first came out. This is my second time seeing this movie. I've seen it once in theaters and now regrettably for this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you too. Because one time is enough. Like, yeah, it's enough of that. And when this first was started, when this first was talked about in teasers and all that shit, and Jesse Eisenberg was Lex Luthor, people were theorizing like that can't be Jesse, that can't be Lex Luthor. He's got to be the son of Lex Luthor. He's got to be something else that's not Lex Luthor because it's obviously such a terrible decision. That can't be it. And then when it's actually him, as Lex Luthor, it's like, wow,
Yeah,
it's the idiot.
bad move. Apparently, there were. I'm sorry. Do you have anything else?
No, it's a very bad move. Very bad move.
They're apparently supposed to have a shoot in Morocco at some point, but then Ebola broke out, so they canceled that.
Should laugh at that, but
so there's that. I am going to talk a little bit of the box office right now, but we're not going to jump into it because there's still something after it I need to talk about. But the film, on its opening night, was like the 8th biggest opening film of all time, ahead of Dark Knight Rises and everything.
understandably.
But then, within the next day, it had it set a new record for worst Friday to Sunday drop from a superhero movie, and then it dropped a historic box office drop off for second weekend. So as soon as people heard how bad it was, they're like, we're not going to see that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says, okay, can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it says, yeah, so notable for poor Friday to Sunday. However, both inside and outside the United States, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice experienced a notable poor Friday to Sunday hold and set a new record for the worst Friday to Sunday drop in superhero movie history with a 58% decline. And then, like you said, in the second weekend, BVS, Dawn of Justice, experienced a historic box office drop with an 81.2% decline on Friday. That was one of the biggest Friday to Friday drops any blockbuster has ever seen, and an overall 68.4% drop of the weekend, despite not facing any big competition at the box office. Wow.
Because it was garbage.
Yes.
Just to cap that real quick, 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes. Like this movie was hyped up so much and the advertisement was everywhere. And of course people could be like, EVS? Heck yeah. And that's so bad. Like, that's such an amazing drop, TJ.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Especially for like another movie came out that year that's also a versus movie. It's like this one did so bad, another one did so well. It's just insane to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you make a bad movie, you deserve to get punished like this.
Amen. And I felt bad for the actors, besides Jesse Eisenberg, in this movie, because like they did really well. The shit they got.
Yeah, I mean, but like they just had the wrong people at the helm right from the start.
Mm-hmm.
They should have learned from Man of Steel, and they didn't.
Yeah. Like, why double down on the diverseness of these films? Like, and I get it. You don't want to play it safe. I understand, but like, why make it just more awful?
That's not only that, but they also wanted to catch up with Marvel, so they rushed out Justice League. It's like Marvel succeeded for a reason. If you're you don't rush to catch up. If you're gonna follow the formula that worked.
Exactly. You make people like these characters and get invested. Make it happen. And I used to be on their side. Like, okay, try something different. Try Justice League first, then break off. Sure. But like they didn't capitalize on that. They didn't do a Cyborg movie. They didn't do what they did with Wonder Woman. They did with Aquaman. They did Flash. But like they're bad. They're all bad.
All right. Now let's get into some garbage. So there's a whole section on the Wikipedia. It's called Themes and Analysis. Apparently everybody and their mother compared this movie to politics for some godforsaken reason.
What year did this come out?
2016.
It's election year, so it makes sense.
So
is that the year Trump won?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, election year makes complete sense.
This would have came out during the summer though. So it would have been before the election.
But it was getting hyped up though.
Yeah,
right?
it was during the prime. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it would have been after the primaries. So in any case, so they compared the opening where Metropolis, the end of Man of Steel, essentially, to 9/11 and how it's compared to that. It's garbage. Whatever.
I mean, it's clearly inspiration from that.
And then one guy, I'm going to read two different opinions here because it's so stupid. This guy, Kofi Outlaw of comicbooks.com, interpreted the allegory of Batman as representing the right-wing hawks to reaction to 9/11, whereas Superman represented the left-wing liberal American ideal of it. Okay, remember that. Because then we're going to go down here to the Richard Brody of the New Yorker saying, Batman represents the Democratic Party, whereas Superman represented the Republican Party.
I get where they're coming from.
Uh-huh.
Sure, like one being so extreme going into the thing and hitting it. I get it, but they're really grasping at straws,
They
too.
both...
Yeah, opposing.
had opposing ideas on it. This is stupid. It's like you
Yeah.
guys are screaming into the wind and clearly, taking your favorite character and putting it on your side. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
It's
stupid
really asinine
garbage.
for sure.
Why is it in the Wikipedia page? No one gives a crap.
Well, then why'd you read it?
Because it was so outrageous that I was...
Exactly. But you gave it light, though, now. People are going to be like, yeah, I can see that.
And it's entertainment for us.
Entertainment for you.
Anyway, this movie won a bunch of awards, but we'll make the one... I'll say the interesting one first, okay?
Sure.
So it actually won a Golden Trailer Award for Most Original Poster.
Oh, really?
So it did. It won an award. Good for Justice. That movie Superman. However, it did win 4 Razzies. So
Oh, well, hopefully justified.
it won for Worst Screenplay,
I can agree with that one.
Worst Supporting Actor, Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with this one. Worst Screen Combo, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill.
No, because they were solid.
And then Worst Prequel, Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel.
Prequel, remake, ripoff. It's any of those? I guess it's a sequel.
It's technically a sequel to Man of Steel.
Okay, I can agree with that then.
Yeah.
As much as I don't agree with the raspberries. Sure, I agree with these.
Why not?
What?
If you agree with the other side of it, you gotta agree with the lower one. Oh, you mean as far as who they
Usually, yeah. Remember that one time they nominated Megan Fox for just being a dumb bimbo for
Right.
for-
I just thought you meant you were against the awards in general.
No, I'm against awards in general. Yes, but
if I'm just saying, I thought you were just saying you were against the Razzies but you can't have Razzie whatever the highest one is and not the lowest.
no, I don't like the Oscars. No, that's all bullshit.
Yeah, I know,
But
I'm just
I
saying,
feel the
you're gonna
Razzies
have
are usually more, let's hate this just to hate it because it's easy to hate that and everyone else hates it right now, whereas it's not really justified. But these categories I felt were mostly justified besides the screen combo one. That's all.
Yeah, I think that is it.
Couldn't care.
All right, do the box office.
The budget for the movie was what, TJ?
I have 250 million.
And it made how much?
873?
Yes, sir. 873.6 million, which lands it in the top 10. So that's something, I guess. We did 10 through 5 or 10 through 6 before with Deadpool. We're gonna do it again. At number 10 with Suicide Squad with $746 million. Deadpool at number 9 with $782 million. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them with 814 at number 8. At number 7 is Batman and Superman with 873. And at number 6, Secret Life of Pets at 875. We're not doing the top 5 because we'll get to that later. And yeah.
Okay, I guess that's that.
Yep, go to this quick. We're coming back to this like 3 more times. I'm not trying to go to the other ones 4 more times. Shit. Damn.
All right. Is that it? We're done with the preamble?
Let's see if trailers.
Oh, I do have. I already got a trailer for Suicide Squad.
Yay!
It was a different song though from last.
What's this? So was this the Queen one or whatever one song they used?
No, it was a female vocalist.
I don't know, TJ. That's a good movie. I'm sorry. Comparatively to this piece of shit movie we just watched.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that, but still, it's not a good movie.
Yes, it is. For DC standards, it's pretty good at the time. And that's what I was telling.
A D is not good.
Better than an F.
Just because it didn't fail completely doesn't mean it's good.
It's an improvement. And that's my only argument when I came out of that movie. It's like, guys, BVS was so bad. This was kind of better.
There is Queen. Queen at the end of it.
Yeah. And the next trailer I guess you're going to see is mostly Queen, I believe. But yeah, I will always say this movie, when it was released, BVS did such a bad job. Suicide Squad came in and just kind of like did okay because the bar was set so low. It's like, that wasn't that bad.
It's so bad.
It's bad. It's bad. It's a bad movie. But I came out the theater like, yeah, okay. It's okay.
Wait till we get the other Harley Quinn movie.
Oh, Birds of Prey.
I never saw it, so.
Neither have I, but it's just like, why is DC so bad at this?
Well, hopefully they won't be. All right. I guess we pushed this off long enough.
Did we, though?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Let's see if I can read my notes.
It's the first time we both taken notes in forever, guys. That's how much crap's in this movie. I can't open my notes because my phone's off, so, yeah.
Oh, I did also get a trailer for digital movies.
Like, just digital movies, or?
Just like, hey, go to your local digital movie store and buy movies digitally.
Man, fuck you. What? Man, they can kiss my ass.
Because it was like, they like advertised like Wizard of Oz and all kinds of old movies. All right, so Batman v Superman opens up with Negan getting murdered. And yeah, I mean, we've seen Bruce Wayne's origin for the 1000th time now. I don't know why we needed this here, but okay.
They
Whatever.
needed it here to set up the dumb thing in the third act, TJ. They needed this here so Negan can say,
Oh, yeah.
so we know his mother's name is Martha, because, yes, that's a thing.
I have a whole problem with that other than everybody's always complained about, the Martha thing. My problem is with it. Why did Superman say Martha and not Mom?
That's why people complain. It's not natural. That's what diffuses the whole thing. Like, there's so much wrong with that, and it's just stupid about it.
People, I've always heard people say, that's just stupid, Why would that stop Batman from doing it?
Yeah, why would it?
I mean? But Superman would not say Martha. Why would he give away his, I guess he's already known at that point, but it doesn't matter. Batman doesn't know who his mother is. So why would he say that? He was like, my mom. He would say my mom.
Yeah. And then,
So
when we get to that part, whatever. That's later in the movie. But yeah, he says we need to see that scene so we know what happens later.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so then we cut over to the end of Man of Steel.
Oh, you just see Bruce Wayne? You don't cut about Bruce Wayne floating in the bats?
That's part of the dream sequence.
Yeah, we'll just let you know there's some supernatural elements to it, right, guys?
That's still all part of the stupid origin.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we cut over to the end of Man of Steel where Bruce Wayne shows up in Metropolis for some reason.
Okay, you too, right? Like, why?
Yeah,
why?
One, why is he there? 2, why has he got like a police car? 3, Batman's been around for 20 years at a time. Why isn't Batman here?
TJ, can I give you a hug right now? That's the exact same thing. I said, why show up in the first place? If you are going to show up, why not dress like Batman and show up?
Yeah, why did you show up in a helicopter? Why aren't you in your Batplane?
Yes, yeah, like why not, and a helicopter can help lift civilians out, so like there's
right.
That. So like why not do anything like why are you here?
I mean, I get why they didn't want to put him up, like going up against Zod or something, because it counteracts the entire last movie. Fine, whatever. Like, Batman should be here, right?
Yeah, not Bruce Wayne, but Batman. He should be here. Bruce Wayne's only here because it's a cool sequence where you're not thinking about, because it gives you another perspective of what's going on. Like, okay, cool, ground perspective. Cool, I guess. But yeah, it's just why. I
know why they did all this. I'm not the Bruce Wayne part of it, but I know why they showed this whole 9/11 kind of thing here. Is because in the last movie, everybody complains, why did Superman kill everybody? Like, Superman killed everybody by fighting through the Metropolis, and everyone's like, no, there was no one in this building. So they're like, oh yeah, look, people are in this building. Now we're going to shove it down your throat for the next 2.5 hours.
And that's fine. But if you're going to go the 9/11 route, cover these people in soot. Like, we've seen videos of people in 9/11, people were just covered in the ash, right? Everyone's so clean here after these buildings have fallen. That's a nitpick of mine, but it's like, why is Bruce Wayne here? Just why? Makes no sense.
Like, this
to
is
show that the girl, like, okay, how's a girl out on the ground and her mother was in the building and the girl's not hurt? Like, this is stupid.
Right. This is clearly Zack Snyder saying, "I all complained about my ending last time. Yeah, look here. Yeah, look at this. This is all this is."
And then later in the third act, when the things are happening, like they try to drill in our heads. The area they're fighting is nobody's there. The area they're fighting and no one's here. So like, it's just a lot of damage control from the shitty Man of Steel movie. And yeah, this movie's not good,
even
guys.
Good damage control.
No, this movie's very lazy and bad. But yeah.
Anyway, then we cut over to the desert so that Jimmy Olsen can get murdered by terrorists.
Because he's a CIA.
So, what is Lex Luthor's plan?
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh, we can get that later. Hold on. So, instead of having Jimmy Olsen die here, why does he have him die in Metropolis in this opening scene, right? If you want him dead. Why not have him die where the guy...
Because he's got to be a CIA... he's got to be a CIA operative, so we can have a...
Yeah.
Like, what is Lex Luthor's plan here? Like, this whole opening scene of framing Superman is his plan. Why?
To make Superman seem not good, completely unvulnerable, right? To make him seem...
Literally, his plan, in the end, comes down to him kidnapping a bunch of people and then saying, go kill Batman for me.
Uh-huh.
What was all the rest of this needed for? He could have completed his plan without doing any of this.
Because to show that he's very smart and maniacal.
Well, if he was very smart, he wouldn't have gone through all these extra steps, because all these extra steps is what his downfall. If he hadn't done this step, Bruce Wayne wouldn't have been able to figure out who his henchman was, and then he wouldn't have been able to save Martha later.
It's because we need to make him the bad version of a Joker. He's got to have
apparently.
extra steps and over convolutedness plans because, that's what the Joker had. You there?
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher my notes.
This scene is longer in my movie. It has more character development, I guess, and shit. It's okay. It explains more how they burn the people bodies, and they make it. They framed Superman more in the scenes. But
who cares?
Something, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't care. Lois Lane's there.
Okay, so essentially the first act, we're setting up all the characters: Superman, Batman, Lois, and all their garbage. So yeah, I'm not. It's Batman hates Superman because of him destroying his
Metropolis
financial bank or something, and hurt his employees because he doesn't have a family anymore because they're all dead because of the Joker and stuff, apparently. But yeah. So, and apparently
Superman makes Batman go hard.
That's what I was about to get into. Like, Batman go all nuts and start braining people for reasons. Why?
Yeah.
That was for like two things, and then it never came back, except for the end for no reason.
Stupid, right? It's like,
I don't understand. And let's just get this out of the way. Gotham is not across the street from Metropolis.
Yeah, that's like, it's like, in this movie, it's like right across the river. Why? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you count how many people Batman kills in this movie?
No, because in my version, he doesn't kill that many people.
Oh my god. Oh, that's right, because my version is 3 hours long. It's rated R. He kills a lot of people, TJ.
Yeah, like in my version, like the only time he kills really is in the dream sequence, but that doesn't count because it's a dream sequence.
Okay.
And then during the car chase, he kills like maybe 4 people, because when he's fighting hand to hand in my version, it doesn't look like he kills anybody. Maybe 1 or 2 people, like a grenade blows up a person, and then like he uses a gun. Some other guy makes the other guy shoot like 2 people. So it's like 5 in this movie.
When he throws a box at the guy's head and it hits against the wall.
Huh?
In that fight sequence, he throws a box against a guy who cracks his head open on the wall. I was like, that's bloody.
I didn't see that.
Oh, well, we got my scene.
Yeah, I didn't. That's not in this.
Yeah, he's very brutal in this movie for some reason. It's edgier, guys, and darker.
Yeah, no. Not so much in the 2.5 hour version. I think that would just make me madder anyway.
It made me irritated. Like, you guys just like Batman has guns and kills people, and Superman's not Superman in this movie, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So essentially, it all leads up. They're like investigated and stuff. They all end up at Lex Luthor's party for some godforsaken reason. And look, it's Bruce Wayne meeting Clark Kent.
At this scene, does he know? I guess Lex Luthor knows who they are, right?
Yes, he does. But 3 times in this movie, they say, look, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent together. Look, we did it. They're together. Can you see them? They're right there. They're next to each other.
Who cares? Why would anyone care about that ever?
I mean, it's cool to see them on screen, but the movie doesn't need to explain it to us.
I'm saying, in the movie world, why would anyone care about a billionaire next to a reporter?
Yeah, I know. Well, they're right. like Bruce Wayne meeting Clark Kent. I guess because Clark Kent's an investigative journalist.
But is he like that? Like, I could see maybe Lois Lane, but like, why?
Yeah, it's true. Because he knows who they are, so that's like, oh look.
And that's just dumb. I don't like that he knows who they are.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Because then why is he going through this?
Yes, it's like whatever.
Anyway. I just have in my notes here, Perry White says, this is not 1938. You get it? You probably don't get
it. When I get it. It's when they first...
It's Superman's debut.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
You know why it's not 1938? Because a black man's got that job. No way he would have that job back then.
That's true. You're not wrong. So, yeah, I mean, they meet, and, Wonder Woman shows up at this point, and it's like, they're all trying to figure stuff out, trying to do their own stupid things, and then, for some reason... nothing happens. Like, it's like Bruce is doing, like, getting information off a hard drive, Superman's saving stuff and getting God imagery, but, like, nothing plot relevant happens for
plot relevant wise, Jesse Eisenberg's character sets up Superman at a trial.
Yeah, but that's not till later.
Oh, okay. Are you still doing the first act, I guess?
I'm still going through my notes, yeah. Because all this leads into the stupid dream sequence.
The demons and that shit.
Yeah, the demons and stuff.
demons,
And it's all this shit. It's look, Batman's killing. Look, he's using a gun. Look, isn't that cool? No, it's stupid.
It's very dumb.
And then after that dream sequence, you get another dream sequence of the Flash coming back to
Warren Batman.
Yeah. What is this? Why I forgot about this scene. Why is this here? Because it doesn't happen in
It's
this
the
dream
sequel
sequence. But it's a dream sequence. He
It's a
doesn't
sequel bait.
even know who the Flash is at this point. He has never seen him before. This.
Yeah, but it makes sense in a sense. Like, okay, the Flash says you're
It makes
right.
sense.
It's all about Lois Lane. Like, oh crap, I shot back too far. So of course he
Yeah.
doesn't know who he is. But
It makes sense if it wasn't a dream. If that actually happened, but it didn't happen.
I think it did happen.
But no, they show Bruce waking up again.
That too, because it's a bad movie. But
After the Flash scene, you see him waking up, and if it's a dream, he's never seen the Flash
That's
before.
true.
So
that's true.
there's no reason for it to happen.
You're not wrong.
That confused me more than anything else in this movie. It's like if this isn't even proper sequel bait, it's like, what is this? And this is around the time where like, oh look, it's Lex Joker.
Lex Joker?
Yeah, it's Lex Joker. You know, the oldest tale in America. Do you know it?
No.
Well, he tells you like 4 times, so you should have paid more attention to it.
Oldest tale in America? What?
He said that like 3 times in the movie.
What did he say? What was it?
Every time he goes up to a new person, he says, "Do you know what the oldest tale in America is?" And then he gives a different answer, just like the Joker.
I don't think I had it in my version. Like, what answer did he give?
He says that to the guy. He's the frick is the that offers him to give him like the kryptonite and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He says it to the senator lady.
Okay.
And I think he says it to Lois too at some point.
Like, what's he say though? Like, what is?
Literally, the line is, do you know what the oldest tale in America is? And then after that line, he says something different, just like the Joker says, is what does in his, the Heath Ledger Joker, is like when he tells his stories.
No, I know like how I got these cars. I get that, but it's like the oldest town in America is. What's say after that? Do you know or no?
The oldest story in America. Do you know what the oldest story in America? And each time it's a different answer.
But you know what they are though?
I can't remember off the top of my
Son of a
head.
bitch, TJ. Because maybe I had that in my version, but I just don't recall.
Yeah,
because it was so pointless. It was like I'm not paying attention to this.
It was so pointless that I didn't bother to but after the third time I caught the line again. I was like
okay.
The oldest town in America. I was like, you said that 3 times. This is just the Joker.
Yeah, I don't know why they went with that. Like, I don't know why they're going the Joker route with him.
He went that way. I think it was his choice.
Whoever's choice it was should have, like, shut that shit down, right? Like, no, you're Lex Luthor. You're clearly not the Joker. You're clearly not this. Why cast him?
I can't answer that question. I wasn't in charge of the casting.
Why have Superman be such a, just so, like, I don't know what to do, Lois. I don't know. I'm just brooding and I'm just brooding and don't know what to do. And then why is Batman so bad? Like, this is not good, TJ.
Yeah. So you're right. Lex framed Superman to get Superman to show up at the Capitol, and then a bunch of useless characters that were in this first half of the movie gets blown up to frame Superman. I don't know why they were there. They were all superfluous and gone halfway through the movie. So
shock value.
So that explosion. I will give them this. The explosion at the Capitol, even though I knew it coming, still got me.
Really?
Yeah. It was like explosion. I was probably taking notes or something, but I was like, oh shit, it was explosion, right?
I will say this about this movie. It's very ugly. A lot of CGI is ugly. There's some scenes and sequences that are shot beautifully, because I know some of it's shot in IMAX and stuff. So it's like some of the stuff looks pretty, but overall it's an ugly movie. It's very ugly. Just want to say that.
Anyway, so yeah, we get the explosion, which sets up everything. You know, we're finally gonna get to about an hour 45 minutes in Batman versus Superman.
Oh god, this is so pointless.
So Batman versus Superman. Superman's going to fight Batman because obviously Lex has got his mom.
And Lex wants Superman to kill Batman?
Yes.
Because
he wants to show the world that he is capable of killing, that he's not a good person.
But at the same time, let's just say Lex Luthor framed Superman, right, already, and has.
You know what? I just thought of something right now.
Yeah.
This already doesn't make sense.
Why?
He's trying to show that Superman's a bad guy by killing Batman, right?
Yes.
He already killed Zod.
He killed Zod. Exactly.
So he already murdered him.
And everyone saw that.
Yep.
No one's going to see him kill Batman if he's going to kill Batman, so.
Exactly. This is even more broken than I initially thought.
Yeah, this is really stupid. And Superman's been trying to atone for his sins of killing Zod.
You know who else is stupid?
Who?
Batman.
Why?
World's greatest fucking detective. He doesn't notice that anything is wrong here. Superman shows up, tries to talk to him. He doesn't figure out that Lex is. You know what I mean?
Like, that's if this could have been diffused with just Superman's just like, hey, we need to talk. I'm coming here for your help. Instead of just starting the fight that has to happen because it's BVS. It's like Superman says, Bruce, there's some kind of interaction, and then he starts fighting Bruce for some reason. Instead of holding all his punches, like, this is dumb.
And the fight is feels very Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Which, garbage.
Yes.
Anyway, they fight, and Batman wins because...
Batman has to win?
Yeah, reasons. And that's where we get the infamous Martha line. But what really doesn't make sense is Lois shows up and then stops the fight. Whatever, they go their separate ways, but she takes the spear, the Kryptonian spears, and throws it in the water to get the MacGuffin out of the way so she could be in danger later.
Yes.
So stupid. And then, so now they're also Martha makes them friends because now they're always out of their bestest friends.
Which again makes no sense, right?
They were just fighting for the last 10 minutes. You know?
It's not even just fighting, but like Bruce has been on such a hardcore rampage and just going deep into his incel ideological ideas of why Superman's bad. Just that one word / name flipped a switch that quickly, and now we're best friends. Go f yourself, movie. You don't earn that ever. Like, he was, even there's only a 0%, like a 1% chance of him being bad. We gotta take it serious. Like, he was so anti-Superman, and now like, oh, Martha, we're cool. What?
Yeah. Batman is stupid.
This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. Like, every character is so bad in this movie. And while that's happening, not Zod, what's his face? Eisenberg, fucking non-Lex Luthor has a secondary plan in action just in case this goes south.
Yeah, he's making Doomsday soup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say Doomsday, but he's really making a Tolkien work.
Yes.
Come to life. And essentially, Batman saves Martha. So now we got our climax here. Batman, Superman, and then the woman decides to show up and help out.
She's with you.
So this fight, well, it's not good, but it's cool to see the Trinity together, right?
No, because it's bad. It's done terribly.
Like, that's just that one shot of them, the three of them there. It was cool to see them together.
Not for me. Because again, I'm just being like, CGI was ugly, so it's just like ugly shots.
But like, just seeing Wonder Woman next to Superman, Batman's cool live action.
I'm not giving this movie to any of that.
You don't have to give it to him, but it's true.
It's not true. It's not cool. It's not cool because the movie hasn't earned it.
It's cool.
No,
it's cool.
It's not.
It's just cool all on the surface, but
it's not.
If you would let me finish.
I'm not giving the movie because it's not cool. Continue.
It is. It's a cool concept. It's a cool scene. Yes,
it's a cool concept. Executed terribly.
But that's where I was getting to, the execution.
Yeah.
So, like, this is supposed to be a fight against Doomsday.
Yeah.
Why is Wonder Woman and Batman even here?
Yeah.
This is a whole movie to itself.
Yes.
This whole thing should have been its own freaking movie.
A freaking man.
But they tacked it on to the end of this movie because I guess they didn't have a villain, so we needed to throw a villain in here.
Even though they had a villain, they kind of had multiple villains in this, right? So, but like,
also during the fight, Superman takes Doomsday into space.
Yeah,
and they shoot a nuke at him.
Yeah,
has a nuke ever worked in any one of these movies?
No,
ever.
No.
It's like you're just showing that everybody's stupid.
Yes. And sorry, go back to Doomsday real quick. Like, I remember the trailers came out for this movie the first time around. I was just so livid and against that because, like you said, Doomsday has his own story, his own arc. He kills a lot of people. He does a lot of destruction. He's just an unstoppable force.
Yes.
We've seen cartoons of this already in this review, so he's his own movie. So, like, to tack him onto this, I was coming in negatively when I first saw this, and they executed it poorly. It's like, this is just, why? You're going to have BVS, you're going to have Doomsday, you're going to have the death of Superman all in one movie? Yeah. Why?
And that's another thing. Like, that death of the funeral and the death of Superman should be in a better movie.
Yes.
It's garbage that it's here.
Why are you putting all this and Wonder Woman, like, and they're going to tease to just, like, why are you doing all this?
Because they needed to catch up to Marvel. We need a Justice movie quick. Let's get it done. Put a little in there.
You're destroying at least 5 story arcs into a shitty 2.5-hour movie, 3-hour movie. Yeah. What sense does that make financially and just, like, storytelling? It makes no sense at all.
Because the people behind us didn't know what they were doing. They're idiots. They thought they were so great at what they were doing with all their pretentious nonsense and their children, like, ooh, like Batman's using machine guns against Superman and stuff like that. It's like, what are you you don't understand the characters at all.
Clearly not. And it just hurts. It just hurts. It hurts really hard, TJ. It's like, yes, Batman's got machine guns on his cars and shoots down all these criminals and throws cars at people. Cool, right, guys? If it's not the character who Batman should be, sure. Like, this is just not good.
Like, there are cool scenes in this that deserve to be in a better movie.
Yes. This whole movie has nothing but rule of cool, and it all should have been better.
Yes. It's garbage. They destroyed it.
Yes.
But thank God we're at the end of this era. We have one more godforsaken movie left in this garbage era.
This is getting through it sucks. And so, yeah, they fight Doomsday, which, again, I'll give you that. The concept of it is cool. Those three on screen together, live action, should have been fantastic.
And seeing Superman die, which it should be this bigger moment, you know?
Yeah, it should have been earned.
And it should have been earned. But even the funeral, you know, seeing Superman die still, you know, is still a heart-wrenching thing. Seeing the funeral is still a thing. Shouldn't be in this goddamn movie.
No, not at all. It was bad in Superman Returns because it was a shitty way to do it, and it was bad in this. It's like, why are we doing this? It's just to have him be dead in this movie, and at the end of it, the dirt rises. You can't even give us a movie where he's gone, guys. Like, come on.
I thought about that too. Like, but of course you're gonna tease.
I know
that Superman is that dead.
But no.
But you could have still had another movie without him in it.
Exactly. Like,
but I guess technically they did, because I think Wonder Woman's next. But still.
But if you're going to do an ensemble movie, and her movie's a prequel, if anything, so not really.
Yeah, no, but you just say movie in general.
No, because that's a prequel. Then, like, the next story in this timeline, like, canonically, he's in it. So, like, give us a movie where he's not in it.
Technically, the next movie in this timeline is Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay, there's that. Sure. So there's that, I guess. You're right. Like, starring the heroes. Keep them out of it. If you're going to kill them, keep them out of it. Keep them out 2 movies. Be ballsy. Keep them out 2 or 3 movies. Who cares?
They wanted to rush everything and get it all out there because we had to catch up with Marvel.
No,
it was just stupid.
God.
They did not do a good job. The people who made the decisions at the top were wrong. The writers didn't know what they were doing. And then the people who made the film, with the exception of the actors and, of course, like the staff, I don't blame the camera people or anybody like that for that. But, like, the decision makers from the top to the bottom are to blame for this.
Exactly. Like I said, the studio, I hate blaming the studio usually, but the studio's shitty. The people handling the story, they could have at least taken some care to this. It's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah. It's a garbage movie, and we knew that going into it.
And that's what sucks. We knew that going in, and it still hurt watching, TJ.
I know.
It was still just offensive to watch. It's just spat in your face every chance it could.
So tell me about the deleted stuff.
I don't know. Like there's some the fluff they added was the connection between Lois and Clark a little bit, like them talking. The beginning where they're at the desert with Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen and shit.
They said Lana Lang was in it?
Lana Lang. Oh, that's just the funeral scene. They added people in, like, hey, Clark was nice, right, guys? Like, that. They added that. The Doomsday fight was a little bit longer. Didn't need that. There's a lot of things that they added.
What about, like, Jon Stewart? Why was he in it?
Black guy, he's just in it. Jon Stewart himself wasn't in it. Not Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart?
Yeah, Jon Stewart.
Oh, he just did a cameo. That's all. I was like talking about Superman. Probably pretty much on the nose. He just made jokes. You know, he's playing he was doing Daily Show stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, the things they added really didn't help the movie. Let me redact that. It made the movie more bearable.
It did?
Yes. I came out of it like, that wasn't as bad as the theatrical version. That being said, it's still a bad movie. Like, the first 2/3 of the movie are kind of okay. They're terrible, but they're okay. But again, the third act, everything just falls apart. It's just
but nothing happens in those first 2/3 of the movie.
Well, that's why it's okay, because it's like, okay, nothing's happening, so it can't be bad. And then the third act just runs headfirst into a wall. It's like, oh, this is really stupid and just pointless, huh? And it hurts. There's a cameo from all the Justice League members on the flash drive because, yeah, that's how you tease them. Sure.
Yeah, we got to show their faces so we don't have to, make a movie for them.
So stupid.
And it's sad because 2 of them did eventually get their own movies.
And those are the better ones, or at least...
Well, Flash was apparently terrible.
Flash, I didn't see that, but at least Aquaman was a good one. Even though it's still a bad movie, but it's a good bad movie. The movie ends with what, TJ? Is it the funeral that ends the movie?
It ends with the dirt rising off of the thing.
How did mine end? I think it ended the same way. There's no uplifting speech from Superman or Batman, or something like that.
No, he talks to Wonder Woman about, recruiting the guys.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Is there any end teaser credits?
Nope.
I thought so, yeah, okay. Wow, this movie sucks.
Sure does.
Okay, anything positive to say about the movie?
Some cool concepts in it.
concepts, okay, but execution
Like
wise,
it was cool seeing Wonder Woman at the front of Superman and Batman,
yeah,
and just seeing the Trinity there on screen together was which opens the door for future stuff. So
okay,
because when you think before Marvel, before DC decided to rush things, none of these people have ever been on screen together before.
No.
So just a shame they did it in such a terrible garbage way.
lazy way. Lois Lane, how you feel about her in this movie?
Meh.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the right color hair, but
yeah, but overall,
I mean, but to be fair, Lana Lang has red hair, so it's like they kind of just combined the two characters.
true.
But then apparently they put her in the deleted scenes, so I don't know what that's about.
She doesn't even stand
whatever.
out, honestly. She's just an part of that. She's in the house. That's it.
She's there to be saved.
Yeah.
But even she's not even. I can't even be mad at Damsel in Distress because she's not in it enough to really. I mean, though, to be fair, she was saved 3 times throughout this movie.
She was saved at the beginning. She was saved with wow, God, you just right, TJ.
Lex Luthor pushed her off
Yeah.
a building, and then she almost drowned. So I guess she is just a damsel in distress.
And you know what's sad? I feel like they took away a lot of her character development, just a lot of her character from like the previous stuff, where like we never see like her be her. Right? She's never.
I think that's what she's. I mean, I guess we do because she was doing the investigative stuff with the bullet.
That's all we get from her. We don't see her bad grammar, spelling errors. We don't see her having a personality ever.
Well, no, she doesn't have a personality. Her personality is Superman's boyfriend. Or his girlfriend.
Yeah, she's just one note. Like they're all just melodramatic. Oh, sad. It's like not that these should be fun movies, but there should be some kind of personality to these movies, right? Like I feel like every character is interchangeable.
This movie had too much in it. I don't think they had time.
No, they had time.
No, they didn't have time because they were too busy putting more crap into it.
Well, how do you feel about Jeremy Irons as Alfred in this?
I thought he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Him and Batman together are fine.
Yeah, I mean Ben Affleck was pretty good in the movie, so anything with him in it was pretty fine.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. Jesse Eisenberg, bad.
Garbage.
Terrible choice. Like, it made me miss Gene Hackman. It made me miss just him going for land. Like where's that plan?
Did it make you miss, what's his name?
Otis?
No, the,
Oh, Kevin Spacey?
Kevin Spacey.
Yes. Because Kevin Spacey was kind of like mimicking Gene Hackman.
Yeah, to be fair to Kevin Spacey, even though he's a monster, he did look a lot like Lex Luthor, like from the comics. Yes. I give him credit. Jesse Eisenberg, not even slightly. That's just Jesse Eisenberg bald.
It's just like I'm not. This is not a podcast about bashing Jesse Eisenberg. Like, what the? I don't like him as an actor in general, but like, just like who's like, yeah, let's make him. Lex Luthor should be menacing, not even menacing in the sense of like stature, but he should be like a big guy, focused on like being like peak physical condition. He should be
not even just menacing. He's just
conniving, smart.
It's just intelligent, like so smart that you can't get one over on it.
Yes,
and I didn't get that from this. I got crazy from this.
Yes, I got a shitty Joker. Just so like I don't want to be like the Joker. Just no. Like I want it to be like there should be a sequence where like
I know, and we get the shitty Joker for our next movie.
Exactly. It's like why would you just go on Joker of all the villains for this movies? Like Lex Luthor should be just like backhanding you with how smart he is, like just by dialogue. It's like this guy's. He should be just putting me in my place because like I'm so smart, I can do this and do that. And like, no, we never get any of this, DJ. It's just like I'm crazy. Like you. All the Jesus allegories are bad in this movie and lazy, and it's all the nose. This movie, it's just every time there's like a news clip, a newscaster talking on TV, it's like they're just being at the point of the subtext in the movie. It's like you're just lazy.
All that should have been cut out because it's just Dark Knight garbage.
Yes.
Dark Knight Returns garbage. Like I said, you could have cut out the whole capital part of this plan. Like that whole part of the movie could have been cut out of this film, and it wouldn't have hurt the plot at all.
Especially because it doesn't come around to the third act. Like we never see like the news or the people.
Even when we find out the plan, it really didn't do anything.
No, it doesn't. We don't see the people's opinion of Superman swaying at all. They don't show that, so why have any of this?
No, in fact, what they show is pretty much that people are still behind Superman.
Yes. We don't see a divide. We don't see anything. We just see Batman being Batman. But it's like, dumb. This is dumb. Bad. And I've watched the good version of this movie, and it's still a bad movie. I have nothing positive to say about this movie besides the acting was okay with what they had. I hate this movie.
All right. What are you gonna rate it?
I hurt watching this, TJ. Me first, I guess.
Yeah.
I came in at a 4. I'm leaving at a 1.
A 1.
Yeah. I truly have nothing positive to say besides acting is okay in this movie. It's on par with that shitty Batman movie with Mr. Freeze. I think I gave that one a 1 as well. 'Cause this movie's
Wait, what? Oh, the Batman and
yeah,
Robin.
because like I said, this movie just destroys so many. Like, I like Doomsday. He's my favorite villain because he kills Superman, and so it's just challenge to Superman. They just did bad in this. Like Luthor, they botched. Jimmy Olsen killed for some fucking reason, just because let's kill him. Like the Asian lady you said, she's a character. I know she was a character. They don't do anything with her. Grandma's peach piss tea for some reason. Why is that here? Like it's like it wastes so much of my brain cells and effort for what?
Mercy Graves is Lex Luthor's
Yeah.
assistant, and she's awesome.
Like they do so, like they have so much history of knowledge and stuff to pull from, a well of history. Like they could just so much things they could have done, TJ. There's so much they could have done. It's like fuck me, man. This is so bad. Ugh. Like what did they do good about this movie?
Told you there was some good concepts.
Some
Okay.
concept, but like
And I like the funeral of Superman, even though it was in the wrong movie.
I didn't just because it was undercut.
Because you're so jaded by the rest of the film. But like just that on its own.
Oh,
with
was it
this-
good though?
Yeah, it was fine.
Why?
Because it's a funeral. What do you do at a funeral?
Move around like they do the rest of the movie. Like there's
Like
nothing.
and like just seeing the people, all the people around mourning Superman's death. That's
wasn't
it's-
impactful enough for me.
I mean, it would be more impactful if there was more heroes and stuff to see this and stuff like that. But with what we got, it was fine.
I respect your optimism, TJ.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a
Like-
bad movie.
it is a bad movie. That's why I'm giving it a 2.
Oh, look at you giving it a 2, being all nice to it.
I'm just not as harsh to it as because it didn't. I only give movies that really spark that rage in me, like Wonder Woman, and this didn't spark that rage in me. It just like it
I don't
just.
know how this is offensively bad to comic book fans and the lore. Like I don't know how this not spark any rage.
I
in you.
am more disappointed than I am angry,
Wow.
if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because of all the lost potential that's there.
That should make you angry.
But it doesn't. It just makes me depressed.
Like this could have been the great opposing thing to MCU, and it's just
It drained all the anger out of me.
I respect that. This review made me angrier. I left it like depressed, like disappointed, and came into this like, oh, this movie. Maybe mine because mine was longer. I just wasted 3 hours.
That's true. Yours was longer. I had 2.5 hours, and I was angry in the beginning, but
Yeah.
like it just slowly faded. I think length is a big part of it
What?
too. I think the length was a big part of it too. It was like, ugh, this is still going. Why is this still going? So it's
Them
just like,
fighting could have been diffused so quickly.
I don't think I have it in me to be angry for 2.5 hours. Is my whole point. It just lost it by the end of
I
it.
respect that. Yeah, this movie is it's garbage. It deserves no appraisal. Besides, the actors did the best they did. Besides one of them,
Yeah, I mean, like the acting's still good, so that's why that's also holds up the movie to a 2 for me.
to a 2.
Well, it gets a point for it. It gets a point for its acting.
I give you that. Like they did a good job casting actors. I
Yes.
guess. It's
Well, now that we did it, it's done.
no, TJ. No, I'm gonna keep ranting about this movie.
Go ahead.
I have nothing else to add. Just angry. Just angry.
Well, I said what I had to say, so I did my contractual line.
I guess. Don't watch it, guys. Don't watch it.
Oh, they know already.